श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्ताम् सदा हृदि स्वादयन्निह सर्वेषाम् त्रय्यन्तार्थम् सुदुर्ग्रहम् स्तोत्रयामास योगीन्द्रः तम् वन्दे यामुनाह्वयम् नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः यत्पदाम्भोरुहध्यान विध्वस्ताशेषकल्मषः वस्तुतामुपयातोऽहम् यामुनेयम् नमामि तम्
श्रीमत्कृष्ण समाह्वाय नमो यामुनसूनवे यत्कटाक्ष एकलक्ष्याणां सुलभः श्रीधरः सदा नमः यामुन पाद अब्ज रेणुभिः पावित आत्मने विदित अखिल वेद्याय गुरवे विदित आत्मने नमः अचिन्त्य अद्भुत अक्लिष्ट ज्ञान वैराग्य राशये नाथाय मुनये अगाध भगवत भक्ति सिंधवे. I would like to repeat the திருப்பாவை. அங்கண்மா ஞாலத்தரசர் அபிமான பங்கமாய் வந்து நின் பள்ளிக்கட்டு கீழே சங்கம் இருப்பார் போல் வந்துதலை பெய்தோம். கிங்கிணிவாய் செய்த தாமரை பூ போலே செங்கண் சிறிதே எம்மேல் விழியாவோ திங்களும் ஆதித்யனும் எழுந்தாற்போல் அங்கன் இரண்டும் கொண்டு எங்கள் மேல் நோக்குதியே எங்கள் மேல் சாபம் எழுந்தேலோ என்பாவார். The cowherdesses led by Goda Devi Andal in Srivilliputtur had a replay of the situation in Krishnavatara where in Gokulam, the cow pen, the cowherdesses and cowherds were behind Lord Krishna and they wanted the blessings and they wanted the removal of their sins. Engal mel saapam ilindhelor embava. The important essence of this pasturam, namely Tirupavai, is even a small oblique vision from the corner of the eyes. Kinginivaai seitha Thamarai poo pole, that was the particular line which has been stressed in the commentary by Periva Chanthulakya. Kinginivaai seitha Thamarai poo pole. The early morning, while the sun is about to rise, the lotus opens its petals very slowly, and it is not fully blown, nor it is a bud. It is not a closed flower. In that position, as we know, that the anklet in the legs of children especially will have a small opening, aperture, for the sake of introducing a small stone-like object which creates a beautiful sound while the anklet has been used while the legs are moving. That is the Kingini is what we call the jingling anklet. Vai Kingini Vai Srida Thamarai poo pole. Shangan Sirichiride, here we are talking about Aravindaksha. We have been seeing that the red lotus is the comparison for the eyes, the face, and for here dancer's ankle belt is given as for the mouth and the dancer's ankle belt. So your gaze from the corner of the eye should fall upon us. Emmel Viliyav, that should fall upon us. Let the vision fall upon us. Shengan is, I told you already, there are two types of the red colored eyes, reddish background of the pupil, namely by either by affection, total affection, or extreme anger. So by anger, one can have red colored eyes, or by affection, love. So love makes them red. In Sanskrit, the word is single, raga. Raga is, it has got a lot of meanings, like in music it is tune. So raga is a red color, raga is attachment, so love. So the affection is shown by the eyes, raga, because it is Aravindaka, because it is Shengan. Chirichirde emmel uliyavo. It is also advisable that when we get up from the sleep, we slowly open our eyes and get used to the surrounding while perhaps sometimes we have some dream, some bad dream, or even a good dream will take us to some other destination, and in the darkness you may not find the right way of getting up and moving. Therefore, one need not harm himself by falling down, by dashing something. So we, after sleep, after getting from sleep, our mind is not very clear immediately. Therefore, we have to open the eyes more slowly, look at the palm, especially the right palm, say the shloka karagre vasate. And when we get up also, we are not supposed to get up very fast. You will find that யோகிகளும் முனிவர்களும் யோகிகளும் மெல்ல எழுந்து அறியன்ற பேரறவம். Andal said it, Godadevi said it in the earlier pastram. We find முனிவர்களும் யோகிகளும் மெல்ல எழுந்து அறியன்ற பேரறவம். So 7 times Hari we must say. That is how. In the same way, you must also get up very slowly. The Lord is being instructed. Shengan Shirichiride Emmel Viliyav. And afterwards, the Tingalum Adityanam Elundarpur. If you go to Kanyakumari, a place in the north, southern corner of India, you will find both the sunset and the moonrise at the same time. So, that is the beauty here enjoyed by the cowherders, especially Andan, Goda. So, Tingalum Adityanam Elundarpur. The sunset and the moonrise. Or you can also say moonset and sunrise. Now here it is moonset and sunrise. The eye, the right eye is the sun, the left eye is the moon. When both of them become awake, then Tingalum Adityanam Elundarpol. Anganirandum Kondu. So you must, because you have beautiful eyes, so you have to look at us. Anganirandum Kondu, Engal Mel Nokkriyel. If your vision fall on us, all the negative things go away. Engal Mel Shapam Vivindevam. So that is the beauty of last Tirupavai Pasanam, by which we understand the beauty of the eyes of the Lord. And it is also mentioned in Shastra. It's called the lotus has been blossomed by the sun. Kapyasam Pundarikam. Kapyasam Pundarikam. Kapi meaning sun. The sun makes the lotus blossom, open its petals. Pundarikam also means the red lotus. He is called Pundarikaksha. Pundarikaksha is in Tiruvallarai, as all of us know. So now we'll go to 91, where 257. So we are now seeing again the same beauty. Tat Pundarika Nayanam Vishnoho Drakshyamyaham Mukham. I will see Drakshyami. The future tense verb Drakshyami. Vishnoho Mukham, the face of Lord Vishnu. Pundarika Nayanam, with the eye like a lotus, and or a lotus eye. The lotus eyed Vishnu is going to be seen. It is not today, tomorrow. Tomorrow, I mean, what we call Anadyatana Bhavishyat Kalaha is the name of the particular verb. The future tense is not for today. And tomorrow I will see. Tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Any day except today. Aham, I, Drakshyami, I will see Mukham, the face of Vishnu, Vishnoho, Tat Pundarika. My concentration of my vision will be on the eye of the Lord. And that is the, even when we meet each other, even in a classroom, even in a get-together, even in a seminar, or what they call, or college, the eye-to-eye contact makes the people listen attentively. That is very important. People will look at the eyes of the speaker, so that they will listen very easily. Then Ashritar Ashikpadum is. So the devotees of the Lord would like to, will aspire to, will have ambition to look at the eyes of the Lord. So I told you the emotions, all kinds of emotions can be shown by the eyes, and therefore the eyes are attractive, and the eyes make us draw us towards the Lord. So Savibhrama Brudana. Ye மன்னியசீர் மதனன் கருப்புச் சிலைகொல் என்கிறபடியே ஆசிரிதர் பக்கல் ஆதரமெல்லாம் தோற்றும்படி நெறித்திருக்கும் புருவத்தை உடைய எண்ணம். I was telling you one impression by reading the word நெறித்திருக்கும் புருவத்தை. Now there are some positive emotions by knitting the eyebrow. There are negative emotions by knitting the eyebrow. And knitting the eyebrow is here now positive, because Lord is very affectionate towards the devotees. He wants to show his love and respect for the devotees. Ashritar Pakkal, towards the devotees. Adaram Thotrumadi. He wanted to show that he loves them. Adaram is all kinds of love, respect and love. Nerithirukum Purvatte. Now, again, I would also say that Lord wants to know, though he knows, he wants to know from us why the devotees come and see. Why? What is the reason for coming and seeing? There must be some reason. There must be some cause. And if we want only the darshan of the Lord, the seva of the Lord, if we want to do only service to the Lord, our intention of coming to have a darshan will be greatly, easily understood by the Lord. So the Lord wants to know what are the demands that the devotees want to make. And therefore, in that sense, there are two kinds of emotions in the case of the Lord and the goddess of fortune. Mahalakshmi thinks that though I have given, or though I have fulfilled the desires of the devotee. Still, he wants to serve me or look at me. In that sense, so what more does he want? Kimte bhuya priyam iti kila smeravatra vibhati. 23rd verse of Sri Stuti says, Goddess of Fortune looks at the devotees with a smile, and therefore that smile means, her smile means that what more does the devotee want? So generally, when we go to the temple, we have the practice of telling our name, the gotra, the birth star, and also even the rashi, the solar zodiac, and then ask the priest to worship the Lord, do archana for the Lord or Goddess in the temple. In that case, what is the purpose of our visit to the temple? Here, Mother Goddess thinks why this devotee has come again. And Parasara Bhatta says she keeps her face hung down so that she is very bashful that she has not fulfilled so far all the desires of the devotees. In Gunaratna Kosham, he says that. In Sri Stuti of Vedanta Deshika, you find that what do you want again? She is asking. She seems to ask by her smile, Smera Vaktra. She is smiling. And she wants to know what more does he want. Now again, in the case of the Lord, in every individual's case, one example is Draupadi. He feels very sorry that he has not helped him in time. Before she asked, he did not extend the help. That was the worry of the Lord. And therefore, the Vibhrama is the word, Vibhrama Brulakam. His brows have got restlessness. The brows, which are like creeper, have got restlessness. What is the restlessness for? The restlessness is, there are two types. Have I not done enough for the devotee? Number one. So what more that he wants? I should have saved my devotee from any danger earlier before he asked. And second is, at least when he requested, I must immediately come to the rescue. That is again the case of the elephant. After 1,000 years, the king elephant, the royal elephant, cries to call the Lord. Till then, generally, people like human beings, people like us, also try our level best to achieve something, and then when there is helplessness, we approach the Lord, and that is in the way of the elephant also. 1,000 years he fought with the crocodile. Later on, once there is a helplessness, all the other elephants, relative elephants, left him. Then he finds that it is not possible to help himself, therefore he fought. So again, so both the Lord and the Goddess are very much interested in extending a helping hand to the devotee, and therefore they are restless, and they knit their eyebrows. It's positive. It's a positive knitting of the eyebrows. So B, Sangai Sargam Adve Pos. So we are going to see these two quotations, A and B, in the Divya Prabandham. Yendra Drishtantikkumbadi. Now, what is the difference between the weapons that he holds, like Shankham, Chakram, Gada, the khadga, and the bow, dhanush. There are 5. The wheel, the disc, namely called Sudarshanam, namely the Sudarshanam, the Panchajanyam, the conch, the Gada, called the Kaumodaki, the mace, the sword, called the Nandakam, Khadga, the sword, and the Sargam, the bow. There are 5 weapons. So what is the difference between these 5 weapons and the eye, the what you call the brow movement in restlessness? Just like the hand, or the bow in the hand, Sangai Sargam Advepo. All the weapons are ready to help the devotee. The mind, the attitude of the Lord is to help the devotee, and the eyes are also having a blessing look. The very eye which gives a blessing look will be enough to help the devotee. That means there is equality between the weapons. Like now, it is only one example. Sargam is the only example. The bow is the only example, and the other weapons also join the example, namely the conch, the wheel, the mace, the sword, and the bow are equally ready to help the devotee, protect the devotee, save the devotee from danger, just like the blissful wish, blessing wish, Ujjaladhara. That is number is not given. Valiyador Kanikor. Valiyador Kanikor. We are going to see all these names and meaning of these Tamil words from Prabandham. Why we don't see now is these are all what we call belonging to an ancient Tamil style called Sangat Tamil. Alvar Tamil is Sangat Tamil. So the Tamil words which are used by Alvar are very high score and bombastic. They belong to different times. They have to understand in the right perspective while we see the commentary ones. Kolandiral Pavadak Kolundundangur. So what will be the comparison for the weapons? Pavadak Kolundu. As though the coral has given to a sprout, he has given birth to a sprouting coral, Pavadak Kolundu. That is the comparison. Then you have Neela Nedumukilbol, Tirumeni Amman Tondai Boy. He looks like a very big, long cloud, blue cloud, black cloud. Neela Nedumukilbol. According to the stature of the idol of the temple, we say Nedumal. Nedumal we say in Tamil. He is so high, he is so tall. He is like a long cloud, blue-black cloud. Tirumeni Amman. Amman is a respectful word. He is a lord. Tirumeni is the physical body. Tondai Vai. So Tondai is the throat, the neck. Vai is mouth. So everything, every limb of the Lord is divine and attractive. And all these have got same color, namely the cloud's color. Neela Megha Shamala Varna. Grey, or you can say black, light grey, light black, and with cloud-like color and so on. என்றும் சொல்லுகிறபடியே மிக்க அழகுடைய திருவரந்தரத்தை உடையது. We are talking about the lower lip. The Bimba fruit, which we had as a comparison, standard of comparison, has been mentioned in the net. It is the species is cucumber, and the botanical name is called cucurbitaceae. And you have a particular name given there, and the name is just a second. It's called ivy gourd, IVYGUARD, ivy gourd, and that is called the bimbam. Bimbam is Tamil kovakkai. Tamil is kovakkai. The botanical technical name is Mamardica monodelpha. It is already given in the net as the lips are compared to the bimba fruit, and it has got a color, a red color, and the photo is also seen in the net. It is given also as Bimba Paladharosham. Bimba Paladharosham. Kovaka in Tamil. Tendali in Marathi. Dondakai, we say in Tamil also Dondakai. And we have Punjabi Kanduri, and Sanskrit is Bimba Phala. So what we understand is called the ivy gourd. It belongs to the species of cucumber, and it is eatable. And the lower lip is generally comparison for the Upamayam for Upamanam, namely the bimba. Here, that is right. Beautiful. So beautifully red, given his beautifully red lip is beautifully red like the bimba fruit. So we have got Bengali translations also. It is again called Coccinia grandis. Botanical name is Coccinia grandis. It is also known as scarlet gourd. Scarlet gourd. It is called Tindora in Hindi. Kovai Kai in Tamil. So Kovai Param. It's a tropical wine. So we have edible kovacai fruit and not edible kovacai. And there are two types. The non-edible kovacai fruit is very bitter. Both are bitter, but it's very bitter. That non-edible kovacai. It's a creeper. And generally, women are also considered a creeper. The creeper is a comparison for the slim figure of the women, and therefore the bimba fruit is a comparison to the lip. So that is what we are talking about. Tondai vai. Tondai, of course, tondai throat, vai is mouth. And the first part that we see is lip, lip. So that is what is given in the commentary. திருவதரத்தை உடைய உண்மை, மிக்க அழகுடைய திருவதரத்தை உடைய உண்மை. The lower lip, it is very beautiful, and so Alvars also revel in the beauty of the lip. Suchismitam. The பவளச் சென்றுவர் வாயினிடை கோமள வெள்ளி முளைபோல் சில பல்லிலக. Now, Keshavdas Swami was asking about the teeth. The mention of teeth. So here it is there. Velli mulaibol. Because the teeth are white in color, it is compared to a sprout of silver. A silver sprout. Velli mulaibol. Shila pal ilaha. The teeth are like tender silver sprout. Where are they? Vainidai, inside the mouth. Vainidai, within the mouth. Pavala Chandruva. The entry into the mouth is by the what we call the coral lips. The coral is also in the standard of comparison to the lips. So Pavadashan Tuvar. So you find the red colored lip, namely in the color of coral, that kind of mouth, meaning the lower lip and the upper lip are like coral. And inside the mouth, you have the tender silver sprout, namely the white teeth. E. The Yannavi Adum Ani Muttangal. Now, the beauty of the mouth is smile. The beauty of the mouth is smile. So, Yannavi Adum. As soon as you understand and enjoy the smile of the Lord, then what happens is you submit your soul completely. You lose your mind to it. So, Ennavi Adum means my life has gone into the beauty. And how is it? Ani Muttangol. Ani beautiful. Muttangol is smile. Muttam in Tamil becomes kiss. But here, Muttangol is smile. என்றும் சொல்லுகிற திருமுருவலை உடைய ஒன்று. He is a smiling Lord. I think we have been experiencing some Archavataras like Tellai Valagam Raman in Tanjavur district and also Vaduvur Raman in Tanjavur, near Mannargudi. We have got the sculpture itself. The sculpture itself you find, it looks like a lifeless figure, but it has got a living smile. The living smile is there on the lifeless sculpture. Therefore, we must understand that any Archavatara in a temple is Divya Mangala Vigraha, Aprakrita Sharira, and therefore they are not to be considered equal to any stone, metal, and any other earthly material. They are supernatural and they are the highest form of bliss in the temple. Komala Ganda, tender, soft, neck, cheek, Kapolam. Komala Gandam is Kapolam, Komala Kapolam, Mrudu Kapolam, cheek. If you take the song of Sadashiva Brahmendra was one of the Shankaracharyas of the Mutt and Shankara Mutt. He came in the clan of Adi Shankaracharya and he says, Manasa Sancharare. He says this song, he composed the song on Lord Krishna. So he says, Kapola Mukure. He said Kapola Mukure. Mukura is mirror. Mukura is mirror. You can see your face in the cheek. Kapola Mukure. So you find that beautiful expression. So here, the Komalakandam, the soft cheek, is very attractive. Akarshakamai. Anubhavitparka Akarshakamai. For those who want to enjoy, for those who have the habit of enjoying, it is Akarshakama. The Sukumaram is a tender, soft, Komalam, comely, Gandasthalate Udaya Unni. Both cheeks are beautiful, soft, attractive, and fun. So for only those, only when we believe the Lord, we will have devotion. Belief makes us devoted. நம்பினோரை கைவிடுவதில்லை நான்மறைகள் தீர்ப்புன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க பழமொழி. There's a proverb in Tamil which is நம்பினோரை கைவிடுவதில்லை நான்மறைகள் தீர்ப்பு. So Lord will not leave us in the lurch because we believe in, we have faith in. So when we have faith, when we have devotion, all this supernatural physical beauty is being enjoyed. Then unnasam. F. மாற்றுயர் கற்பகத்தின் வல்லியோ கொழுந்தோ. மாற்றுயர் is rich. So it's very rich. மாற்றுயர், very rich. கற்பகத்தின், there's a divine wish yielding tree. The wish yielding tree is called karpagam. We say in Tamil, in Sanskrit, kalpavruksha. It is given as karpagam. Karpagam also means particular gem. It is, here karpagam is a tree. So the tree is in the form of the creeper, valliyo, kolundo. Now the nose also of the Lord is flexible like a creeper. So it says whether it is there is a doubt. Yeah, is what we call sandeha alankaraha in Sanskrit. The figure of speech came namely doubt. So we have a doubt, apprehension, whether it is a creeper or the bud or the sprout. Valliyo kolundu. So Karpaka Vriksha, the tree for that matter is always beautiful, and its flowers are beautiful, buds are beautiful. If they are in the form of creeper, they are beautiful. Creeper, whether it is a creeper or the bud sprout, there is a doubt. என்கிறபடியே நாசாலத்தையே உடைய ஒன்று. Even the nose looks like a creeper. Even the nose looks like a creeper. Then you have the last expression. Lalata pariyanta vilambita alaka. G. முன்ன முகத்தனியார் மொய்குழல்கள் என்றும் சுருண்டிருண்ட குழல் தாழ்ந்த முகத்தான் என்றும் சொல்கிற திருநெத்தியின் எல்லையிலே வர அலை எரிகிற திருக்குலையுடைய ஒன்று. There are very bombastic Tamil terms which according to the words of Yamunacharya in Stotaratnam, the commentary is also majestic in Tamil. This is what we call Sanskrit Teja. The Teja, the language is also effulgent. The language also is what we call exalted language. Tamil exalted language. The broad-minded, highly cultured language. So how are the lots of hats? Lalata forehead. Lalata is forehead. Paryanta up to till Paryanta. Vilambita hanging. Alakam the lots of hats. Munna muhattaniyar moi kuralhad, meaning kuralhad, the lots of hats, they are in plenty, they are rich, they are close together, they are bushy, and the lots of hair fall on the forehead. Munna muhatta is in front of the face, namely on the forehead. Aniyar moi kuralhad, and they add beauty to the forehead. The locks of hair add beauty to the forehead. The forehead adds beauty to the hanging locks of hair. Enrum சுருண்டு இருண்ட குடல் தாழ்ந்த முகத்தான். Churundu, curly hair. Swami Vedanta Deshika in his Bhagavad Jnana Sopanam says that the people belonging to the south Tamil Nadu, namely Chola country, they will talk in a zigzag way. Their words will be crooked. Kupyacho, they will be angry with their husband. Kupyacholi vachana kutilaihi, kuntalaihi slittamudi. Ranganatha's head is adorned by the locks of hair, and kuntalaihi, Tamil kundal. Kundal in Tamil, Sanskrit is kuntala. Kuntala meaning dark, young, fresh, shining, curly hair. So, kuntala. Avidan, kupyacholi vachana kutilaihi. They are bent like, they are curly like, their hair, locks of hair are curly like, in his head, slishta mule. Moolam here, the head. They are sticking to the head, like the crooked words of Chola women, who are angry. Kupyacholi vachana kutilaihi, kuntalaihi slittamule. Bhagavad Gita Gopala. The description of the head, last but the 9th verse. Surundu, curly, irundu, dark hair. Darkness of the hair, the black hair is very beautiful. Blackness of the hair. So, Kudal hair, Thalda Muhatta. They fall on the face. They fall on the forehead, they fall on the face. Endrum Solugara, Tirunethiyin, on the auspicious forehead, Ellaile, on the border of the forehead, Vara, when they come and hang, Alayerigira, they are also wavy, they are wafted by the wind. So Alayerigira, just like the waves of the ocean. Tirukkulai Udayam. Tirukkulai is what we call the hair. Unnai, Pinbu, Amsa Velambiyai Mundu Lalata Paryantamai. I was telling you that this is the last commentary line for this particular verse, namely Amsa Vilambiyai. Previously, the hairs were so long that they were hanging up to the shoulder. Amsa Vilambiyai. Munbu, Amsa Vilambiyai, Munbu, Lalata Paryantamai. Previously, when they are not fully grown, they were hanging up to the forehead. After they are fully grown, the locks of hair are fully grown, then they are longer than the forehead by falling on the shoulder. They are longer. Everywhere, Lord is hanging. So you have how many quotations to see? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. We have got Thiruvaimozhi 774, Thiruvaimozhi, again Thiruvaimozhi, Periyalvar Thiruvaimozhi, again Thiruvaimozhi, 4 times Thiruvaimozhi, Periyalvar Thiruvaimozhi 3 times. But Keshavdas Swami is already prepared. This particular Pasaram, this is 774, Manniyashir Madanam Karuppichilai. Second line of it. Manniyashir Madanam Karuppichilai. The beauty is black. Black is beauty. The Lord is Krishna. Krishna means black. Grey colored complexion. So Karuppichilai. Karuppichilai looks like a black statue. And you find that almost all Archavataras are in black. All Archavataras in temples you find all black. Karuppichilai. So Madanam Karuppichilai. But it's very attractive. It's a lovable black statue. Madanam Karuppichilai. Kol meaning, is it so? Kol is what you call a question. Is it so? Here, Manniyashir. Manniyashir is highly lovable. Shir is rich. Manniyashir is very rich. Manniyashir Madanam Karuppichilai. You find in the blue, word by word meaning. So, he has got the Innuyir Kelayar Valayam. Sorry, just go slowly from the top word. So இன்னுயிர்க்கு இனிமையான உயிரை கவர்வதற்காக ஏழையர் மேல் இணையும் பெண் பிறந்தார் மேலே தான் வளைந்து நலிவதான நீலம் இணையில் கொல் நீல நிறத்தை உடைய 2 விற்கவோ மன்னிய சீர் மதனன் அழியா அழகுடையனான மன்மதனுடைய கருப்பு சிலைகள். Sorry, I made it black, but it is கரும்பு சிலைகள். Is he a figure made up of sugar cane? Shilai is bill, the bow. So, generally, only in Tamil we have this comparison. The God of love has got the bow, sugar cane as the bow. We say flowers are his arrows, 5 flowers are his arrows, and we have sugar cane as the bow for God of love. In Sanskrit, we never say sugar cane bow. Sorry, karuppu silaikol meaning, is it a sugar cane bow? The whole figure of the Lord, is it like a sugar cane bow of the God of love? Maniyeshir Madan. That is the beauty here. Because the sugar cane is sweet in nature, Lord's personality is also sweet in nature. And therefore it is Madanan, Madanan Tannuyirthade Kannan Embirman. Now, who is Lord Sriman Narayana? He is the father of Manmata. So instead of saying the son is like the father is like the son. Manmadanukku Abhimadanan Pitavagiya Kannabiranude. Lord Vishnu is the father of God of love. He has got only 2 sons. Number 1 is Brahma and the other is Manmata. So Manmadanukku Abhimadanan. So the son loves the father very much. And Pita is Kannabiran. Father is the Lord. And both are very handsome. So Purvam Avaye, Anda Tirupurvangale. We always say the son is the xerox of the father. Whatever beauty the father has, the son has. Whatever beauty the son has, the father has. Here, Tirupurvangale, the same time, same brows, same eyebrows. Exactly, Manmata's eyebrows are similar to the eyebrows of the Lord. உயிரையே கணிசித்து என்றும் ஒரு படிப்பட நின்று தனியான். So these eyebrows of the Lord, these 2 eyebrows of the Lord, aim at me, aim at my soul. That meaning, I am concentrating my soul on the eyebrows, and the eyebrows also attract me, and therefore I have no other ambition except to enjoy the eyebrows. That is the. So here, of course, Karuppavil, Manmadan, Manniyeshir, Madanan, Karuppavil Pol. Is the Lord like a sugarcane bow of the God of love? That is the first quotation that we have. Sorry that I falter in between. Is it the dark sugarcane bow of the blessed Madana, God of love, directed on sweet dancing? The eyebrows of my Krishna, the father of Madana, appear everywhere and kill me, alas. I told you, my soul has been taken by the eyebrow. So the eyebrows attract the individual soul or devotee very much, that we fall a prey. So kill me, alas. So the meaning we enjoy that we are being killed by the eyebrow. We are not able to move away our vision from the Lord's eyes. So that's the meaning of it. We are so much attracted. Tan kai chargam aduve po. It is the description of the Archavatara in Vrindavan. The first line. Dharmam ariya kurumbanai tangai chargam aduve po. புருவவட்டம் அழகிய பொருத்தமிலியை கண்டீரே உருவு கரிதாய் முகம் செய்தாய் உதயப்பருப்பதத்தின் மேல் விரியும் கதிரே போல்வானை விருந்தாவனத்தை கண்டேன். நாச்சியார் திருமொழி ஆண்டாள் கோதாதேவி says that she, along with other cowherdesses of Srivilliputturu, without being able to travel so far, he visualizes the Lord Krishna in Vrindavan. So Vrindavanate Kandomi. We witnessed him, we saw him. How? Viriyam Kadare Polvane. He is a sun, expanding sun. Udaya Parupadatin means in the rising, what we call the eastern mountain. In the rising eastern mountain. Uru Karidai Muham Seidai. The total personality is black. Uru Karidai. And you find that both are incongruent, she says. She is just joking. Because Dharma Maria Kurumbanai. Dharma Maria meaning, Dharmam here it means, as the commentary says, Irakkam என்பது அறியாதவனாய். He does not know the spelling of the word pity, P-I-T-Y, sympathy, S-Y-M-P-A-T-H-Y, Daya. So Dharma Maria is, he does not know how to donate, how to give. Kurumbane, he is always full of pranks. He is always mischievous. In Lord Krishna's childhood, we understood that he is mischievous. In everywhere, in even Mahabharata war, he was very mischievous. Even as an elderly person, matured person, he was very mischievous. And so Kurumbane. So Tangai Sargam Aduve Pol. Tan Tirukkaiyil ulla Sargavilai Pondra. So his hand has got a bow called Sargam, and the bow's shape is the shape of the eyebrow. Purvam Mattamazhiya Poruttamiliye Kandini. The eyebrow is bent like the bow, namely Sargam, called Sargam, in his hand. Can you show me the blue blue colored meaning? Yeah. திருப்புருவ வட்டங்களாலே அழகு பெற்றவனாய் அவ்வழகை அன்பர்கட்டு அனுபவிக்க கொடுத்து பொருந்தி வாழ பெறாதவனாய் பெருமானை திருமேனியில் கருமை பெற்றும் please go up. திருமுகத்தில் செம்மை பெற்றும் இருப்பதாலே உதய பர்வதத்தின் மேலே விரிகின்ற சூரியன் போல் விளங்கும் அப்பெருமானை விருந்தாவனத்தை கண்டார். Now she says that Lord Krishna does not keep to himself the beauty of the eyebrow. He gives it to the devotee. So he makes it available, makes the beauty available to the devotee, and the devotees enjoy. And she says that Lord is not very intelligent to keep it to himself. Poruttam Iliyai. So he has got a lot of beauty, but he doesn't want to keep the beauty to himself. He wants to share the beauty to all the devotees. Anda Goda Devi is just making a small, what you call, fiend mockery. Fiend mockery. That's all. He is dark in personality. Yes. So the unruly rogue, beautifully translated in English. The unruly rogue, Dharma Maryada Kurumbane, the unruly rogue, has curved eyebrows. So it is like Sharngam, the will. Like the Sharga bow he will. Did you see the Lord's inconsistencies? His body dark, Karmai Niram, the face red. He looked like the rising sun over the eastern mountain. The eastern mountain is dark in color. He looked like a rising sun. His body dark and his face red. So these are all contradictions. He is like the rising sun, meaning bright, but he is dark. So he is bright in dark. Bright while he is black. He is a shining black. He is a shining black. He is a shining black color. He has a shining black color. Black color will not shine, but he has a shining black color. His face is red like the sun. Over the eastern mountain, we saw him then in Vrindavan. So that is what we see. Did you see the Lord of inconsistencies? Now, there is also a contradiction. A rogue will have no beauty of the eyebrow. A rowdy, a bad man would not have a beautiful eyebrows. But this unruly rogue has got curved eyebrow. That is also inconsistent. A bad man will not be beautiful, handsome or beautiful. Because the concept in literature, only good people will be beautiful. That is the second question. So this is again the first Valiyador Kanikol Vinay Artiyen Val Vinay Kol Kolam Teral Pavalak Kolundang Kol Ariyen Neela Nedimigil Pol Tirmeni Amman Tondevai Yelum Dishivalam Mandu Tondrum and Indu. My soul will have all the vision in every direction. In all the directions, my life my soul will only see the Lord. So what are the limbs of the Lord which are very handsome? So Valiyador Kanikol. Is it a fruit? Is it a fruit? So Valiyador Kanikol. Kani is fruit. It's a special fruit, extraordinarily beautiful fruit. Is he an extraordinarily beautiful fruit? That is the first question. Second question, Vilayatien Val Vinay Kol. Now, I am unlucky because I have committed a lot of sins in my birth. I am not able to enjoy this fruit. So, the fruit is in the form of my sin. Vilayatien Val Vinay Kol. Is this fruit is like the collective object of my sins. Because I am not able to enjoy this fruit. Because I am not able to have the vision of the Lord. I am not able to see Him sakshat, straight away, in person. That's the attitude. So Vilayatiyen, that means I have been playing with my life, and then I was committing a lot of sins. And are my sins solidified into a fruit? Then third question. Kolam Tiral, Pavalakurundu Undangolo. Now, Kolam Tiral, Kolam is beauty. Tiral collected, all the beauty collected. Kolam Tiral. Pavalakurundu. The Pavalakurundu is what I told you as what the sprout of the coral. Tundam is peace. Is this lip? We are talking about the lip. The lip is like a coral sprout, which has got the beauty collected from everywhere. Is it a beauty incarnate called coral sprout? I don't know. Ariane. Colon, Ariane. I don't know. I don't understand. So is it a fruit or is it a sin, my sin collected as a fruit? Because I am not able to enjoy the fruit. And is it the lip is like the what you call coral sprout, which has got the what you call the beauty seen in one place. For example, I mean, Kolam Tiral is given as Saundaryam, Saukumaryam, Mudalana, Nalangalellam, Oru Serithiran. The lip is the representation of the easy accessibility, the beauty, the tenderness, softness, and all the good qualities are possessed in the lip. And therefore it looks like a coral sprout. So Pavalathinoடைய கொழுவியதொரு முறியும். So I don't know. So how is the Lord? So Neelam Nedumugilbol Tirumeni Amma. He is like a black cloud, long black cloud, a very big black cloud. Karuthu Perutha Meham. He said Nedu, the meaning of Nedu is Karutha and Perutha. Black, Neelam is Karutha, black, and the Nedu is Perutha. The cloud is very fat also, big cloud. The Lord's figure is also big because we are talking about the Trivikrama. The whole universe is his body. Tondai Vai. Tondai Kaniyin Nirathai Udayadana Adharama. Generally, anybody's inner throat will be red in color. Inner part of the throat will be red in color. And that red color of the inner throat has come to the lip, the lower lip especially. Tondai Vai. We go further. It's a beautiful berry fruit to the sins of my wicked self. Or is it a coral spring of beauty? I know not. The radiant lips of my dark-hued Lord appear me everywhere sweetly to me. So wherever I go, wherever I see, wherever I stand, the vision of the lips attract me so much. The lips are radiant. They are effulgent. They are bright. And Lord Krishna is dark hued. He is black in complexion. And it looks sometimes odd also in the face. The whole body is black and the red color is in the lip. It looks a little odd. But because it is divinity, it is beautiful. Yeah, Periyalvar Tirumudi. Okay. Paludu ney tayir one sandodu shanbagamum pangayam nalla karpuramum narivara. Now what are the combinations? Milk, ghee, curds, then the flowers, shanbagapu, and then pangayam, the lotus, nalla karpuram, good camphor, narivara. So you have the smell of all these objects. The milk has a good smell, the ghee has a good smell, the curd has a beautiful aroma, the flowers like shanbaga and it's called champaka. The flower is called champaka. In Tamil, it's called shanbagam. So, it's a red colored flower. And pangayam. Pangayam is lotus. Nalla karupuram. Camphor. Good camphor. All these are all giving a good smell, emit a beautiful aroma. Kola narum pavala. These smells are available in the mouth. What you call we now use mouth freshener. Mouth freshener. So that is the mouth. These are the mouth fresheners in the Lord. He drinks milk, ghee, he takes curds, and therefore all these smells are available in his mouth. And the mouth is like a lotus, and therefore because lotus has got a good smell, the mouth also has a good smell. And so another added flower also. And Kola Narum Pavala Chanduvar Vainide Komala Vellimulai Pol Shila Pallilaha. So we saw that the silver sprout is the comparison for teeth, white teeth, and the lips are like coral, red like coral, with all beauty. And then Neela Niratta Azhare, Aimpadayin Naduve. So he is black in color. Neela Niratta Azhare, black beauty. We say in Shakespeare's literature, drama literature, Cleopatra was a black heroine, but she was very beautiful. So Neela Nirattai Azhare, though he is black in color, he is very beautiful. Sometimes black doesn't go with the beauty. So here he is a black beauty. And Neela Nirattai Azhare, Aimpadayin Naduve. He has got 5 weapons. So the 5 weapons are also beautiful. He adds beauty and they add beauty to him, mutually adding beauty. Nin Kani Vai Amudam. His mouth drips with the honey, drips with the nectar. Because it is a fruit mouth, it gives the juice, it gives the nectar. Itru Murindu Vila, Yelu Maraipurle Aduga Sengine. Now, Periyalvar enjoys the childhood of Lord Krishna, and he wants, Yashoda sings this song as to make the child dance. Child Krishna dances. Aduga Adugame. And it's a special game called Shengire. The mother or even others enjoy this dance. The word Shengire is common to all the 10 pashrams. I can see the last line in the Prativadi Bhayangara Mandangaracharya's commentary that you see here just above the English translation. Shengire Adavenum Endru Aayi. So what is Shengire? Oh, Shengire Adugayil given there. So it's a kind of dance which we enjoy with the children when they practice. Now when the crawling child is trying to stand and walk, and maybe there is a stage in which because the child gets up, falls down, gets up, falls down. And it's what we call tottering. The tottering position. In order to give strength to the legs, the mother or anybody will have the child in a standing pose, and then I'll make the child dance, so that the walking practice is given. I'm not very much very exact in its meaning, but I'm just guessing. So dance the Shankira. In English also it is given as dance the Shankira. Maybe in first 161 will have the meaning of the word Singiri. செங்கீரை ஆடும்போது திருமார்பில் உரையும் பிராட்டிக்கு அசைதல் உண்டாகா சாவதானினாய் ஆட வேண்டும் என்பார் செய்யவள் நின்னகலும் தேன்மொழி.
So as you said, it sounds like when the child is just beginning to stand, the mother holds the arms of the child, and the child is standing, and the child tries to stand, but the mother steadies the child. So it seems like the child is dancing.
Right.
But as you said, practicing standing.
Right. And Pratibhadibengur Annangaracharya goes further. While Yashoda makes him stand and dance, and he says, without disturbing the goddess of fortune on the chest, you must dance slowly, without doing any harm to the lady on the chest, wife on the chest. செங்கீரை ஆடும்பொழுது திருமார்பில் உரையும் பிராட்டிக்கு அசைதல் உண்டாகாது. You must be carefully dancing while don't disturb your wife on the chest. It is also a practice given by the mother to the child by dancing on one leg. By dancing on one leg. ஒரு கால் ஆடுக செங்கீரை, எனக்கு ஒரு கால் ஆடுக செங்கீரை. So you dance with one leg, not with both legs. It also means எனக்கு ஒரு கால் ஆடுக, the one-time dance. At least give me the divine mission, the enjoyment by dancing at least one. The second line. என்று நின்றே திகழும் செய்ய வீண் சுடர் வெண் மின்னுக்கொல் அன்றி என் ஆவியாடும் மணி முற்றங்கொல் அறிய குன்றம் எடுத்த பிரான் முறுவல் எனது ஆவியடும் ஒன்றும் அறிகின்றேன் என்னை மீர் எனக்கு உய்விடம். The Lord is the only destination for me to redeem, for redemption. எனக்கு உய்விடமே. Lord is the only place of redemption for me. But I don't know anything. I am illiterate. ஒன்றும் அறிகின்றேன். I don't know anything about the Lord. I have no knowledge. And he is like a lightning. He is like a white lightning. Is he like a white lightning? என்று நின்றே திகழும். Generally, lightning is temporary, transitory, but it's a permanent lightning. என்று நின்றே திகழும். It is always shining. செய்ய வீண் செய்ய சுடர் ஈன். It looks like a red light, but it is a white lightning. Is it a white lightning with a red color? Or அன்றி என்ன ஆவியடும் மணி முத்தங்கொலறியேன். Is it that the smile of the Lord, the best smile of the Lord makes my soul immersed in it, get involved in it. Kundram edutha piran, Lord Krishna lifted the Govardhana mountain, and when he was smilingly doing it with his single little finger of the left hand, he says, என்னுயிரை மாக்கின்ற அழகிய முத்து நிறையோ. Already we had a translation, Lord Krishna is killing me in the sense so much attractive. And his smile also attracts me. And therefore, I don't know, but I want to reach only the Lord. I want to reach the feet of the Lord. That's the meaning. Is it a flash of lightning raking a fire that burns my soul? or is it a beautiful string of pearls? I know not. The Muttu Nerayo, that's the word. The radiant smile of my Lord who lifted the mountain kills me. Alas, lady, I know not where to escape. The radiant smile of my Lord who lifted the mountain kills me. That means I am drowned in the beauty of the smile. I cannot come out of the ocean of beauty. The second line. ஆட்டியும் தூற்றியும் நின்ற அன்னை நீர் என்னை நீர் நலிந்தன் மாற்றுயர் கற்பகத்தின் வல்லியோ கொழுந்தோ அறியேன் ஈட்டிய வெண்ணெய் உண்டான் திருமூக்கென தாவியுள்ளே திருமூக்கு எனது ஆவியுள்ளே மாட்டிய வல்விளக்கின் சுடராய் நிற்கும் வாணியன். Now Periyarvar is asking the mothers of the Gokulam, தாய்மார்களே, அன்னை மீர் தாய்மார்களே, you are making me wavering. என்னை அழைத்தும் அலர் தூற்றியும் நின்று, when you scold me, when you find fault with me, what is the use? What is the use? Now மாற்றுயர் கற்பகத்தின் வல்லியோ கொழுந்தோ அறியேன். I don't know whether Lord's shape is a creeper of the Kalpaka Vrisha or it is a sprout of the Kalpaka. Because I am talking about the nose. So the nose is also very beautiful. The ஈட்டிய வெண்ணெய் உண்டான் திருமூக்கென ஆவியுள்ளது. He took a lot of butter. He took a lot of butter. The ladies of the Kaupen have made a lot of efforts to collect the butter. But all the butter went into the mouth of the Lord and then went into the nose of the Lord also. The nose also was touched by the butter. Therefore, that Tirumukku, the divine nose, is in my heart. Another aviyulle. So it looks like what we call a lamp, a bright lamp, always shining in my heart. So when the beauty of the nose has gone into my soul, I find that there is what we call effulgence, a lamp burning in my heart. In the sense, my devotion is so deep that I love to see the beauty of the nose. Because the nose also has a touch of butter. But whether the beauty of the nose is comparison to what we call the sprout or the creeper of the Kalpaka tree. Now, my knowledge is little, very little in comparison in the Divya Prabandha. So, oh ladies, what use of punishing me with the nudges and abuse? Is it a tendril or stem of a grown Kalpa creeper? I know not. The beautiful nose of the thief lord, the thief lord is there, enters my soul. Because Lord is a thief, he enters into my soul without my knowledge. Strongly like a radiant lamp hanging on a chair, on a chain. Now, this is a beautiful, what we call old type of decoration in a house. We had once a long chain is there. Underneath a lamp is there. The lamp has got oil to be filled up in a pot like, and the pot will be filled by oil. The oil with from a nostril, from a narrow nostril, will drop little by little. And underneath you have ordinary lamp size, lamp shaped, ordinarily shaped lamp. And you have a wick The wick is lit up, and it is called a hanging lamp. Hanging lamp. It did not work well because it could not be cleaned when it was used by oil frequently. Therefore, I think we have to throw it away. But it was working properly for many long years. It's a hanging lamp. It is enough if you keep because if the lamp is hanging on a chain, then the whole room will have brightness. No two lamps are necessary. One lamp is enough for lighting the whole room. So my whole soul has been lit by the thief lord, who is like a hanging lamp on a chain. So now I must hang on to him. Since I like his nose also, so I enjoy the beauty of the nose also. I hang upon him. So we are very brief in understanding. And if you go through the Pratyavati Bhayangaram Annangaracharya's commentary, that will be more elaborate, detailed. So again, Periyalvar, Aduga Sengire, Mattalavum Thairum Vargural Nanmadavar, Vaithana Neigalaval, Vari Vilingi Olundu, ஒத்த இணை மருதம் உண்ணிய வந்தவரை ஊறு கரத்தினிடம் உந்திய வெண்திறந்தோய் முத்தின் இள முருவன் முற்ற வருவதன் முன்ன முகத்தணியார் மொய்குழல்கள் அலைய அந்த எனக்கு ஒரு கால் ஆடுக செங்கீரை ஆயர்கள் போரேரே ஆடுகான். ஆயர்கள் போரேரே. He is like a lion cub among the cowherds. He is like a fighting lion cub in the midst of cowherds. Ayargal Pori. Please dance with one leg so that you don't disturb the goddess of fortune on your chest. So, Mattalavum Thairum Vargural Nanmadavar Vaithana Nei Kalaval Vari Vili. Now, the ladies of the cow pen keep the curds in the pot along with the churning stick. The churning stick is very long. The pot is also very big. And the quantity of the curds also are up to the brim. And they are very beautifully decorated by the locks of hair. Parkudal Nanmadavar. They are very beautiful because their locks of hair also are long. And they keep the ghee in secrecy. They have curds open, but they keep the ghee in secret. But this fellow steals the ghee also. Nei Galaval Vari Vilingi. The entire ghee is gobbled by the child. ஒருங்கு ஒத்த இணை மருதம் உண்ணிய வந்தவரை ஊறு கரத்தினிடம் உந்திய வெண்திறந்தோய். Because the martyr was attached to his hip, Lord Krishna crawled and went toward the two trees. Marudam. Marudam is the name of the tree. Otherwise called Vanni also. So it's a tree. So a pair of trees, Inai Marudam. They wanted to have the vision of the pranks of the Lord. So with the help of the hand and also the thigh, the martyr has been dashed into the two trees, and the two trees fell down. And after dashing down, after pulling down these two trees, he is smiling. His smile has got what we call the teeth, which look like pearls. So his smile is combined with the pearl-like teeth. Muttin Ila Muruvan. Beautiful young smile. And when he was smiling, the forehead is reached by the locks of hair. Munna muhattaniyar moikuழல்கள் அலைய. The locks of hair are waving over the forehead. So, oh Lord, please dance. Please dance. That is it. O mighty Lord, in stealth you are the curds, the butter and ghee painstakingly, churned by the beautiful long-haired cowherd dance. The English translation is also a little more beautiful. So who is the Lord? Lord is the curd, Lord is the butter, Lord is the ghee. For all of us, உண்ணும் சோறு பருகும் நீர் தின்னும் வெற்றிலை எல்லாம் கண்ணன். Alvar's statement again. What is my food in life? உண்ணும் சோறு is Kannan. Lord Krishna is my food. பருகும் நீர், he is the drinking water. தின்னும் வெற்றிலை, he is the betel leaf which I chew. He is everything to me. But all these curd, butter and ghee were kept very secretly by the cowherders. Then with the mighty limbs you felled the twin Marudu tree that meant you harm, with a smile displaying half-sprouted teeth on your beautiful face. There is no mention of the, I think, coral or rather silver sprout. Silver sprouted teeth on your beautiful face, tossing about your dark curly locks, dance. I appreciate all your patience in enjoying the child activities of Lord Krishna. So you find that here, oh, Churundirinda Kudal Tanda Muhattan. Okay, the second line. திரண்டு எழுதுழதை மழைமுகில் வண்ணன் செங்கமல மலர்சூழ் வண்டினம் போலே சுருண்டிருண்ட குழல் தாழ்ந்த முகத்தான். That is a particular expression that பெரியவாச்சான் பிள்ளை quote. ஊதுகின்ற குழலோசை வழியே மருண்டு மான்கணங்கள் மேய்கை மறந்து மேய்ந்த புல்லும் கடைவாய் வழி தோற இரண்டு பாடும் துலங்காப்புடை பெயரா எழுது சித்திரங்கள் போல் நின்றன. It is also another beautiful natural scenery. The Lord is like the cloud, rain-bearing cloud. மழைமுகில் வண்ணன். திரண்டு மேலெழுந்த தழை. The clouds have taken the water from the ocean, then they have gone up, and they are big, very big clouds, and they are black in color. So such a beautiful Lord who has got a color of the cloud. Shangamala Malarshul Vandinam Pole, just like the bees, black bees surrounding the red lotus flowers, the locks of hair which are curly and black, they fall on the forehead. So Tanda Muhattan. Then he is playing the flute. By hearing the noise, the sweet sound of the flute, the deer are afraid. The herd of deer is afraid of the sound from the flute. So they forget grazing. So whatever grass that they ate, the grass from their mouth falls down without their knowledge. From the corners of the mouth, the grass that they ate already falls down. And they all stand still like the deer in the picture, deer in the photo. இரண்டு பாடும் துலுங்கா. So here the deer have got 4 legs. 4 F-O-U-R and F-O-R-E. So 2 forelegs and 2 hind legs. So all the 4 legs are not moving. And they don't move on the sides also. Pudai Pera. They don't move on the sides also. And எழுது Chitranga board in them. They were like the deer stood still. By hearing the sound, they were afraid. They had a tremulous eyes, trembling eyes, and they stood still, just like the photo deer. So this makes us understand that Lord's playing of the flute is very beautiful. The sound that comes from the flute is very melodious, and light melody also makes the deer afraid of the sound. Generally, in order to kill the deer, or you mean when a king goes for hunting in the forest, generally a very heavy noise is made by the drums, by the army which accompanies the king, and by beating the drums very heavily and making a very great noise around the forest, all the deer are brought into a single place. Instead of allowing them to run away while targeting them by arrows, the king hunts the deer. The deer are collected in one place by bringing them around by beating the drums very heavily in all sides of the forest, so that they will be afraid and they come to a single place. So in order to kill the deer, even the sound is enough. Heavy sound is enough. A sonorous playing of the drums will make the deer fall down dead. So when the Lord of Dark Cloud Hue played his flute with the curls falling over his face, like bumblebees hovering over a lotus, the music made the head of deer stop grazing. Even the grazed gods slipped out of their mouth, not moving this side or that, forward or backward. They stood like pictures on a wall. Periyalvar also added about the cows. The cows turn their ears to a particular direction where the sound of the flute comes. And they are not moving the ears. So the birds also come out of their nest and they remain in one place in order to hear the beautiful sound of the flute of Lord Krishna. So that is also.
So those are the end of.
Yeah, that is the end of quotation. பறவையின் கணங்கள் படுகாடு துறந்து கிடப்ப கறவையின் கணங்கள் கால் பரப்பிட்டு செவியாட்ட கில்லாவே. Periyalvar's experience, Vishnuchitra's experience of the natural phenomena where birds, cattle are all attracted by the sound of the flute. The melodious sound of the flute. Keshavdas Swami has taken pains, lot of efforts to show us monitor all the quotations. We are all aiming at enjoying the physical beauty of the Lord, and the beauty remains in our mind forever. And we meditate on the beauty. Every time we either read or we don't read the Divya Prabandham, we meditate on the beauty of the Lord by imagination, by our memory, and so on.
So, Swami, one thing that I was thinking was that in the previous avatar, in the Ram avatar, there were rishis who wanted to be married to Lord Rama, but Rama had only one wife. Then they became the Gopikas. When he came as Lord Krishna, they became Gopikas.
Right.
So the rishis are the seers of the Vedas. So they're the keeping all the knowledge. The rishis are seers of the Vedas. So similarly, the rishis were keeping the Vedas, but the gopis were keeping the ghee and the curd and the butter and the milk. So
since you mentioned this kind of analogy or comparison or idea, this comes to my mind. The ghee is the essence of the Vedas. The ghee is the essence of the Vedas. That's right. So the milk is the sweetness of the scriptures. The curds and the butter are the byproducts of studying the scriptures. Right. That's what I think you wanted to say. Right. And we say not only the sages of the forest in the during the incarnation of Rama, but also the gods in the heaven, 33 crores of the gods in heaven, who came in the form of monkeys during the incarnation of Rama, became the cowherdesses in the Gopal. And therefore, the enjoyment of Lord Krishna as a child or a mature individual, grown individual, has been the happy experience of both the sages and the gods together in the incarnation of Krishna.
But I was thinking that Krishna stole the ghee and the butter, but he gave to all his friends. He gave also this to his friends, just like the acharyas are giving all the knowledge of the shastras. So this is also, it's analogous to Dharma Samstapanataya, that he's distributing the ghee and the curds and the butter, which is being kept secret by the gopis. Like the sages keep the Vedas secret, the Brahmins, they want to keep the Vedas secret, but somehow Krishna, out of his love for everybody, he's giving out the Vedic knowledge freely to everybody.
Share the spiritual knowledge, right? And as you said in Tamil, the scripture is called Marai. Marai means what do you call hide. So Marai in Tamil means hide. Yes. So hide the Vedas. As you said, no, only when you already we have been discussing. Only when you say something is a secret, everybody will be curious to know what is that secret. If it is open to all, then if now it is Ashtakshara is open to all, Ashtakshara mantra, Dvayam is open to all, the Charma Shloka is open to all, but we don't attach much value if it is easily available. When it is rarely available, then we seek the meaning of this mantra. That is the beauty, that is the secret of keeping Vedas secret.
Right, but it's very precious, like the milk and the ghee and the curds, they're all very precious items. So it's natural to keep precious items very strictly and to guard them. But Krishna is breaking into the storeroom and he's taking all those things and he's distributing to his friends freely.
Now, he himself, though we say that the scriptures came from the exhaling air of the Lord, he also enjoys the scriptures. Though as you said, he shared with his friends, the most part he has been enjoying. Just like looking at a video of your own lecture, hearing your own voice again and again. In the same way, the scriptures adore him. They all appreciate him, and he also likes to be appreciated again and again by the scriptures, and he enjoys the scriptures also. The whiteness of the milk, curd, butter, or the representation of what we call the knowledge. Knowledge is white and pure.
And as it was said in one of the pasarams, it was said that the breath of the Lord smells of the. So that you were saying that the knowledge is the breath of the Lord. The breath of the Lord also smells of the ghee and the camphor and the milk and the curds that he ate. So when we say that the knowledge of the Vedas is nothing but the breath of the Lord, that breath of the Lord is also analogous to this the ghee and the butter and the curds. Here.
We always say the study of scripture, the chanting of scriptures emits a smell around the place, and Lord's name is Sarvagandha. Lord's name is Sarvagandha. Either in the mouth, lips, the butter touching the nose also. They have the smell. It's a beautiful smell. It doesn't become stale. The smell doesn't become old because he is divine, and we enjoy the. It's a fresh butter, fresh ghee, fresh milk, as you said, fresh curd. We enjoy because the smell never diminishes. The smell is always fresh. So he has got a freshener in mouth. The Vedas are the fresheners in his mouth. Your angle of looking at any concept is quite good and welcome. We have to chew the cud like a cow. So it swallows the grass very fast initially. Afterward, it again chews the cud. அசை போடுதல் தமிழ் அசை போடுதல். நம்ம அசை போட்டாலும் சரியா வரும். அது இல்லை. I am also I look myself as little before Divya Prabandham because we are not able to decipher the meaning and also enjoy 100% of what Alvar experienced.
Their imagination, their beauty, their love, their affection, it's very nice.
No bound.
Yeah, exactly.
स्वादयन्निह सर्वेषाम् त्रय्यन्तार्थम् सुदुर्ग्रहम् स्तोत्रयामास योगीन्द्रः तम् वन्दे यामुनाह्वयम् नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः नमो नमो यामुनाय यामुनाय नमो नमः यत्पदाम्भोरुहध्यान विध्वस्ताशेषकल्मषः वस्तुतामुपयातोऽहम् यामुनेयम् नमामि तम्
श्रीमत्कृष्ण समाह्वाय नमो यामुनसूनवे यत्कटाक्ष एकलक्ष्याणाम् सुलभः श्रीधरः सदा नमः यामुन पाद अब्ज रेणुभिः भावित आत्मने विदित अखिल वेद्याय गुरवे विदित आत्मने
कवितार्किकसिंहाय कल्याणगुणशालिने श्रीमते वेङ्कटेशाय वेदान्तगुरवे नमः।